Hey guys, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Let me make sure that you can hear me. Let me make sure you can hear me. Give me a 1 in the chat and make sure you can hear me. Okay, so give me a 1 in the chat just to make sure that everyone can hear me. Hey, it's your girl, Sherri Somers, your Revenue Master Life Coach. Welcome to Live Camera Profit and our live, good Jesus. Welcome to Faith, Favor, and Finance Show, where we talk about all things how to build your faith muscles while marketing your business the right way. I'm making sure that you guys can hear me clearly. So I'm just going ahead and testing my volume. As you come in, tell us who you are, tell us what you do. We're going to talk about how to rack up $2,750 by reframing your mindset to boost your money. Reframing your mindset to boost your money. So I'm just go ahead and I'm just checking to make sure my volume and everything else is good. So Facebook know I'm about that life. Go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat one more time to make sure that you can. Yes, I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, let me make sure I'm good. Yep. Perfect. Yeah. So yesterday I did a training on yesterday I did a training, and in that training I talk about how to move from awareness to engagement to conversion. How to move from awareness to engagement. So I wanted to share that with you because I got some messages from you guys saying, hey, Sherri, oh my gosh, that training was so good yesterday. And I want to be able to touch more on that. One of the parts I did not talk about yesterday is how do we even get to the awareness part? So as you come in, tag your business bestie, let them know them on, and tell us who you are, just in case. I believe in you always telling people who you are, tell them what you do and how you can help them. So go ahead and get that down in the chat. Cynthia, I see you there. I see you. I'm just testing all of my volumes to make sure that we're good to go and that I can see you and find you. Okay, good. Okay, so we're working here. Good. She says she can hear me. I love it. Now, so when I talk about that, what I want you guys to understand when it comes to marketing your business in your financial space, there's different ways. There are tons of ways to market your business. What I'm big on is making sure you're marketing your business that is conducive in a way that is conducive to you, to your authenticity, right? Have you someone ever tell you, or a coach ever tell you to market your business and it just didn't feel right to you? That's not the way you market your business. Like, I never like putting numbers on like, well, how much I make. There are people like, oh, you can make 10K in a day. Hit me up if you want to work from home. All those little cliches, like if you want to work from home, making 10K a week, and they ain't even making 10K a week. That's what I mean by being authentic and being real about what you're marketing. That don't feel right to me. That I want to say right to me. You got to be, if you're not making it, you can't be talking about that, right? That's not going to be attractive. So today we're going to talk about how to rack up 2K or more by reframing your mindset. And one of the things we're talking about, your mindset can only develop at the level of where your money is. So if your money want to grow, your mindset first has to grow, right? Your mindset first has to grow. Now, the first part of growing is to be able to welcome new information, is giving yourself permission to try something new and try something different, right? So sometimes the marketing style that you're using may not be working for you because it's not something that you're used to, right? And many of the times too, we're concentrating on the marketing that is not conducive to our lifestyle, not conducive to our schedule. So let me dive right into it and show you what that looks like. Okay. All right. So let me get straight to it. When we talk about reframing your mindset when it comes to your money, you got to ask yourself, what is the price that you think that you are worthy enough of to get the thing that you desire, right? What is the price that you're worthy enough of to get the things that you desire? So many of the times when we want to market our business, we start with how we're going to market, right? We just post something on social media and we said, hope it land. We do the hope dance. So we'll hope it land, but we have no plan of action of how we're going to get through to it, right? We don't have no plan of action. one of the main things when we talk about marketing our business, and the reason why sometimes that marketing fail or that campaign fail or that launch fail, because we're not honest with ourselves, right? How are you feeling? How are you feeling when you put that post out? What energy right now in the comments? Tell me what energy you're in right now. Are you in a good energy? Are you in a energy? Or how are you feeling right now? Drop a emoji of an example of how you're truly feeling right now. Hey, Lene, how you doing? Hey, Jacintia, how you doing? Hey, Stella, welcome. Hey, Nina, how you doing, gorgeous? How are you feeling right now this second? How are you feeling? We'll drop an emoji about your current feeling about yourself right now. Just drop it right now in the chat. How are you feeling? Take a second, examine your energy and how you're feeling right now, right? Okay, take a second. Let me know how you're feeling right now. And how you feel about yourself right now. Because the way how you feel about yourself, and I know this is a part people don't want to hear because they feel like, okay, but that's not giving to the money. That's not giving to the money. But what they don't realize is your feeling is what attract your money. Let me say it one more time. Your feeling is what attract your money. And so based on how, if you wake up feeling joyful, if you wake up feeling amazing, if you had a good night, hubby and you're doing good, the kids are doing good, you got 10 grand in the bank account as profit, and someone tell you you got to make this phone call, you got to speak, honey, you jump up because you're ready to go because you're feeling really, really good. Now, if you get a phone call with the wrong person, wrong energy, you talk to your mama like me, and sometimes they make you so upset right before you even start your day. Anybody got a mama like mine? Like, Lord Jesus, mommy, can I please get out of bed before you start this energy? So your whole body, your whole being is tied to that. When you're in this bed and you don't want to get out, you don't feel like posting today, all of that is directly connected to how much money you make. So what I always tell people is if you can master your own energy, if you know how to guard your own energy on a daily basis, if you know how to master it and guard your own energy on a daily basis, you will automatically attract revenue. You will automatically attract. So for a person who travels to speak, and for a person who's always in the financial space, when I'm doing real estate, when I'm doing life insurance, or whatever I'm doing, I'm teaching financial coaches, whatever it may be, I always have to guard my energy. I always have to do that. So the first thing you want to check yourself is when you're writing a post or when you're putting out your marketing, do a self-examination of how you truly feel about this post. Right? Yesterday, I challenged you guys to put out a post saying, what do you think I do? Right? Remember, I challenged you guys to do that. Remember when I say, see if people are confused about what you do. How many people did that? How many people took the time to post on their social media, asking their social media trends, asking them, what do you do? Because I wanted to hear the feedback of what people think, what you think people think you do versus what they really think you do. And I wanted to really touch on that and hype on that because we want to make sure that there's no confusion. So when you're sitting here saying, Sherri, I got to post this on social media, I can tell if a post is going to make money based on 3 items. I can tell if a post is going to generate revenue based on 3 items. The 3 things that I look for is, number 1, what energy was this post done in? Or let's flip it. What energy was this live done in? Well, when I mean energy is where are they coming off from? Is there a situation that happened, or is there a situation that happened and get them to talk about the situation and now they're upset? So I look at what energy was posted. I look at the graphics of how it was posted, right? And I look at the content of how it was posted, right? What is a copy is saying? When you look at those 3 things, the content, the energy, and the graphics, whether it's a video or whether it's a post, I can tell you, will the right person stop and look at this post and say, yes, Stella, yes, Lene, yes, Cynthia is talking to me right now. So when you get to the point where you're not feeling connected, it's okay to step away, right? It's okay, because people are, let me tell you something, people are attracted to high energy. People are attracted to colors. People are attracted to imagery. This is just our natural instinct. This is just how we are. That's why when we talk about your brand colors and your brand image, what is your brand colors and what is your image? Because even each brand, believe it or not, has a definition. Each color has a definition. So when you chose to choose those colors for your business as your brand recognition, understand the meaning behind the color you chose and how it makes some people feel. So subconsciously, you may not even think about it, but based on the color you choose in your business will determine the response of how people reflect in your business. Amazing. Amazing. So we're around here just grabbing colors just to be grabbing it. We can't be doing that because there's a lot of colors say a lot of things, right? And based on the mood of a person, your image can literally transform someone's life because everything around you is energy. Lene said this is true. Absolutely. Thank you all for that. Everything around you is energy. So now, why am I telling you all this? Because we have a tendency to always want to learn the marketing. But if you learn the science, because that's all it is, if you learn the science behind what I'm saying, if you learn the science behind what I'm talking about and what I'm saying, it will transform your life. You will become a money magnet that constantly people will attract themselves to you, right? Because once you understand the science behind everything you do and the intention behind everything you do, my clients are inside of my 2K, when they post something, I would send them an email and say, take it down. That was a lazy post. And because it's I have a client, God bless her, and I'm talking to her, and I said to her, hey, let me see your landing page that people are going to opt in to get your whatever that thing, your lead magnet. When I look at her landing page, I said, girl, it looked like it took you 3 minutes to do this landing page. And she said to me, she said, Sherri, it did. I said, well, you're on the call with me because you're saying that you're not getting any clients this month and you just create this new landing page and you're leading everybody to this landing page. I said, well, let me take a look at the landing page. Y'all, the landing page had one line. Like it had literally one sentence. Literally. And I said, why, who, what, where, when, why? It's not on there. Why are they opting into this landing page? Who are they opting in for? Who is it for? What will they get? How will this transform their life when they get this lead magnet? So I said, you're asking me why you're not getting clients, but you're telling me also that you're leading them to this landing page. Well, you feel like it take you 3 minutes, so you got a 3-minute sale, which is nothing, right? So that you have to be intentional about everything you put out. You don't have to put out a lot, but you have to be intentional about everything you put out because everything is tied to your energy. If you're tired, don't post. If you're exhausted, don't post. Find 3 posts that you can do very, very well. 3 posts that you can do very well that gives you that has the hashtag, that has a great image, that has a great content. And then you put that out. The biggest thing you can put out is when you are ready to be authentic. Authentic posts of who you truly are can never get old. Story posts is about what you're going through, what you overcame. It literally, like my audience has grown with me. Like literally, I was just talking to someone and they said, hey, I remember when I came to your real estate class called Cash Flow Your Life. So I hosted a real estate class in my local area 4 years ago. And they were telling me that they now may have 5 properties. Yes, baby, they're about that life. 5 properties after that real estate class. And they also tell me they're doing tax liens. But they went to my course 4 years ago, and they're using that information that I taught inside of real estate. Yeah, baby, I'm all about finances, all about them coins. And she's telling me, but the point, what I'm trying to make is you never know who you're trying to connect to. There's always someone watching. Say it with me. There's always someone watching. And because there's always someone, they may not comment, they may not say a word, but they're looking. They are looking. right? And I always get these messages from people who have went to an event that I've hosted or went to a thing that I've hosted. But the reason why there's a transformation is because the energy that I put out. So even when I go places and I know I have to speak before COVID, when I had to speak, that first day will be no conversation about me. So you got to guard your business like you're Beyonce. Like, ask yourself, if Beyonce getting ready to perform right now, what would she be doing? Right. And you got to put yourself inside of that box, inside of, I don't like the word box. So you got to put yourself inside of that form, right? Say, my business is this. Like, I was just talking to someone right now that was supposed to meet me. A real estate agent was supposed to meet me. I was looking to buy the property, and he was 20 minutes late and then tell me I got 20 minutes to look at the property. Hello, I'm the buyer. I got 20 minutes. You 20 minutes late, and you're going to tell me you have 20 minutes to look at the property, and I'm the buyer? No. What energy are you coming to me at? So there's no sales can happen. There's no sales can happen until you realize that reframing your mind is what caused your sale. Oh, understand that. It's not the great funnel. It's not, it's the energy and the intentions that you put out in everything that you do. So if you're feeling down that day, don't post. Unless you don't post till you went through your transformation, and then you can tell your story. Your story in your authentic self is the most amazing post you can ever do. She said, you never know who is watching. Yes, you never know. You never know who's watching. So with that said, and understanding that is when you go through your struggle, when you go through your situation, that's why I'm never afraid to talk about my 430 credit score. I'm never afraid to talk about leaving my $42,000 job. I'm never afraid to talk about a situation behind on my car payment, behind my mortgage, because that's my story. That's what got me to where I am today. Right? So that's what got me to who I am today. So when you're able to be authentic, and some of the people who's been following me from day one, they knew where I came from with just an iPhone before I'm traveling and taking flights. So they knew that. So they grow with you. But one of the best things you can do is to be authentic, and because it's hard to keep up with what you're not. So when you but the only way to be authentic is to be real with yourself. The only way to be authentic is for you to understand your worthiness and let you know that the situations you go through, that's a story to bless somebody else. So you may have, many of y'all became a financial coaches probably because you've had some financial issues yourself. Hello. So you have some amazing stories that you have not been told. So if you're wondering how to get clients, I need you to reframe your mind and start telling that story that you have yet to tell, what I call the testimony. When you talk about how you had to walk in your faith, where you had to build your faith muscles to overcome your finances, right? That is what attracts people. How many of y'all start your business and just send me in the chat because of some type of financial issue you yourself had? How many of y'all have started a business because of something that have happened to you and you have overcame it and said, man, I need to tell somebody else about this business? If that's you, go ahead and give me a high five in the chat. Go ahead and give me a high five in the chat. But here's what happened. You have to now tell that story. You have to, if you're here from the situation, you're here from the process, you're here from the divorce, and that divorce left you broke. Hello, that was me, right? And you can tell the story so you can be a blessing to somebody else. I would rather work with somebody that have a story of overcoming their finances, if that's what I was looking for, opposed to having a story, having someone that tell me the image is beautiful or the colors is beautiful. But what really grabbed them, because the image and the color is just the awareness. The story of how you overcame your finances is what is going to stay there with them forever, that move them from just being aware to being engaged of who you are, right? To being engaged. So if you have a story that you've been sitting on, right, you should be on lives, or you should be telling that story because there's somebody else that need to hear your story. What does that do? That says that you're authentic. That says that you're human. So your question is, Sherri, well, why am I afraid to tell my story? That's a mindset issue. That's a challenge issue. You're afraid that your family may see it. You're afraid of telling your we were raised not to tell what happened in the house. Baby, I tell everything, honey. What you see on Facebook and what you see on stage and what you see in person is the same Sherri. because I can't keep up with all them different people, right? I can't keep up with all those. There's too many people to keep up with. So I want to really challenge you today is to tell your story, because when you start telling your story, there's somebody that needed to hear it and say, oh, your story is something that nobody can take from you. So they can copy you, they can copy your post, but everybody has a different story. So your story is what set your business apart from any other business in itself. So when you start telling your story of how you overcame in your finances, when you start telling your story of how you got over, or when you start telling your story of how you were left broke like me and how you were able to pull your way out. I was talking to one of my financial investors today, and I was explaining to him, he's like, well, how did you even get this house? I said, I went to a guy that don't look like me, a Caucasian guy. He's an investor. And I said, listen, if you're going on this deal with me, I'm going to give you 10% off this deal. And this is what I'm going to do. And I said, for months, because I didn't have the credit, I always have to get somebody else's money that trusts me with their money and flip the deal and pay back 10%, 5%, because I didn't have the credit to do that. But baby, that didn't stop me from sealing the deal, right? So I would look at the numbers and I would make sure it makes sense. And I will go in and I will see a property and I would start wholesaling the property. But the money that I would use would be, or flipping the property, but money will come from an investor who don't look like me. Hello, that don't look like me. So I was wholesaling properties and making deals with properties with a 430 credit score. Was I the boss? No, because my mindset was hungry for success. I was hungry because I needed a child that I had to feed him every day. So there was nothing special about me. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the credit to get the houses, but he had the credit. But I was hungry and I needed to reframe my mind. So whatever I need to go to in my mind, come on, I don't know who this is for today. Wherever I need to go to in my mind that want to tell me that I can do it, that's all I cared about. That's all I cared about. And because they see how I am, they literally like, okay, we can't be silent. So I went into one thing where I got 30,000, but for me to get, I got 35,000. And the person who went in the deal with me, I said, hey, I'm going to give you $5,000 extra. I'm going to give you, oh, thank you, baby. My baby just told me that the AC was on 89. Thank you, sweetheart. So I went into a deal and the deal was, I was getting 30%. I was getting 30,000. So I told this guy, I said, I will give you 30,000 as well, but I plus 5,000 on that deal. So I was giving him more interest on his money. So y'all, for a whole year, almost two, I had to play with other people's money to move certain things. Now, where did that come from? And it doesn't matter if what other financial business that you're in. I didn't have money for marketing. I didn't have money for the things to grow my business. So every time I would get a deal, I would always have to pay that person's back because I used their credit or because I didn't have that. So I did that for a whole year. Why am I telling you this story? It takes a person with a reframe mindset to be able to move money around like that, to negotiate. It takes, a person who has to feed their child, a person whose house was going in foreclosure, a person who they will come to get her car, and she doing all these deals because she got to feed her child. So what I tell people all the time, my hunger is different. Wherever my mind need to go to attract the revenue I need to attract, that's it. Everything else is off deal. Wherever my mind need to go to get this deal done, that's in life insurance, that's in real estate, that's in coaching, wherever my mind need to go to get the deal I need to get, and everything has to be, okay, I don't care about the no's. I just want to concentrate on the yes. When I hear no, I just keep moving, go to yes, just keep moving. But I had to develop my faith muscles, because when you're developing your faith muscles, you're going to get a lot of no's. So you just ease that nose to the side and you start doing what you need to do. So I literally was taking money and flipping it all the time until my credit score got decent enough to where I can start affording it. So I was taking people who don't look like me, Caucasian male who don't look look like me who are investor. But for me to step to them as a Black woman, I got to know what I was talking about. So I was taking little classes and I was reading, and then I was taking class and I was talking about the lingo and I was talking the way they were talking. I was wholesale lease option. I was doing all this stuff, and they trust me enough to say, okay, girl, we're going to give you this, but this is the percentage we need back on our money. So I was taking these millionaires' money and I was flipping it. I just keep flipping it until my credit score come up. So don't tell me about being on the low, because baby, I'm dangerous when I'm on the low, right? I'm literally dangerous when I'm on the low, right? You got to show up. And Sherelle said, I show up who I need to be when I need to be. Yes, that's it. Yes, girl, you got it. You got it, right? You, whatever mind frame that you need to create. If you need, Beyonce said she getting her Sasha Fierce. That's what Beyonce said. She said, I get in my Sasha Fierce. So what Sasha Fierce do you need to get in to beast up to get that revenue number that you need to get to? What is that Sasha Fierce that you need to get up? She said, Pamela says, sounds dangerous. What Sasha Fierce do you need to get in to boss up, to create that moment? So I'm sitting on here and there, the Vice Star Credit Union says, I'm coming to get your car, and you're already 4 months behind in your car payment. And you're like, what do I need to do? Right. And one of the thing is, when you're talking to investors, they're smart. They're not like, they know their numbers. So they want to see, hold on, y'all, I'm sweating because my son just told me the AC was done, but they know their numbers. So you can't fool them, like literally. So you got to be on your A game to know your number. And it was attracted by my tenacity. They was attracted by the way I show up, right? And let me tell you something, showing up and your authentic self, and you know that your child is depending on you to eat, whatever mind frame you need to get in to become the Sasha Fierce, to become the thing you need to come. That's what happened. People all the time say, Sherri, hey, I want to do this. I want to do things you do. Well, I wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning. 4 a.m. in the morning. My home is designed. My son is in his room doing his e-learning. Everything is botched out. Like it's ran. It ran like, I would say a military, but everything is botched out. I know when my assistant gonna call me. Nothing has happened everything happened with intentions, and so money is with intention. So Pamela said, I need a new mind frame. That's it, and that's why you're in this group. That is it. She said, I need a new mind frame. That is it. It's not the marketing, it's the new mind frame. Now, how do you get to that renew that mind frame? It's all about how you start your morning. I'm not just talking about affirmations. I'm not talking about all that stuff. I go to the place where when I was at the lowest, when I couldn't pay my bills, when I got divorced, I go to the place when I'm at my lowest. And I remember when God got me out. I go to that place where I was at the lowest and he came through for me. I go to the place where, like I said, when they come to get my car and I got a paying client that I paid all off. I go to the place where my credit score was low, but I was still flipping houses. I go to, I go to those places of where he has brought me from before and said, if he did it before, baby, he can do it again. But so I have to go to that place where somebody else who look like me have got success. And I say, yes, I can get success too. So I want to encourage you to go to that place first and say, when you post this and you post it with energy and say you were posting it to impact somebody's life, that post is going to regenerate their mind. Stella said, your mindset should be hungry for your success. Tap into the part of your mind that tells you can do it. It takes a person to reframe their mind to move things around. Whenever my mind needs to go to get the deal and get revenue, do it. That is it. That is it. Sherri says, nothing wrong with several hats where she said, nothing wrong with several hats, wear them at the right time. Correct. Wear them at the right time. And what I mean by faith muscles, you may be ready to go and then somebody say something and just kind of throw you off your day, right? How many of y'all have had that before? So I learned that if it's that easy to throw me off, I need to develop stronger muscles. If it's that easy to throw me off my day, I need to develop stronger faith muscles. Hope y'all get that. I need to develop stronger faith muscles. So I want to stay there a little bit, but what I want to leave you with is go to the place where you need to reframe your mind. Tap into the part of your mind that tells you can do it. It takes a person to reframe their mind to move things around, right? And then don't do it by yourself. if you have a husband, a wife, or whatever, guys, there's guys in this group as well. Find that person so y'all can be on the same team. Like y'all can literally be on the same team. So there are times that you're saying, man, I feel good today, but girl, by 3 o'clock, what you say to me? You know, so I really want you to go to that place where you can say, this is a place, I'm a beast at when, boom. So leave that blank. I'm a beast when. When are you a beast? And there are times even when I'm about to hit the stage, I'm like, okay, I got to get in beast mode. Or, oh, I got to seal this deal. I got to get in beast mode. So there's a lot, people on podcasts ask me all the time, Sherri, where does this drive come from? Where does this hunger come from? And I was like, because of being broke. I don't want to be in that place anymore. I don't want to be in that place where I built up everything, and then because of a divorce, it just got shattered. And when that divorce got shattered, I always tell y'all my story, I never thought I could have rebuilt that. So with that being said, hold on one second. So with that being said, I really want to take this time for you guys to truly understand that you can develop the amount of money you want when you start reframing your mind. All right, let me see if you have any questions for me. She said, boss baby. Yes, girl. Yes. All right, guys. So I didn't see any question here in the chat. I'm just checking before I go. And if anything, I'll come back and I comment on these questions. All right, guys. It's your girl, Sherri Somers, your Revenue Master Life Coach. Dylan, want to say hi? Say hi, Dylan.
Hi.
When he's supposed to be in class right now.